Hello, everyone, and welcome to the benefactor yet, the Price of Vengeance at Chaotic Neutral Games. I'm Simon, your DM for tonight, as we join Danny, Jordan, Corinne, and Felicia with their adventures on the high seas of Valeria. Don't forget that you can help or indeed hinder by using your channel points in the game. Check out the options in the chat bar. Mystery Hall has already done so because 3 days ago he gave me a finesse point, which can be used for re-rolling any check after you've rolled it, to use against the group on the next major encounter. So I'll keep that in mind. You can also join the chaos by clicking the Discord link below or vote towards the session twist by becoming a subscriber. Actually, I shouldn't say that part anymore. We're not doing session twist for a bit, but we will get back to it with the next one. There's a few different things we're going to do. So let's rejoin the players.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. Hello. I was typing.
Hello to the people in chat. Hello, Hermit, Mystery Hole, Scornfuse, and that's Jordan. Coffee. I've already said hello to Jordan.
Yeah.
And Mystery Hole, I don't use people. I give them we are back again, and you guys are coming up to the summit of this, not quite into the bowels.
I need that coupon.
But you have got a hell of a challenge ahead of you, as you have a large mage-protected obstacle in front of you.
We were speaking with the mage, weren't we?
You were speaking to the mage when we last left off, and we're going to continue there. So the one of the Rosali that you know is not so much a tribe. They are a tribe, actually. They've got tribe identity. But they are almost invariably mages or people who serve the mages. That there's very much hierarchy that is, if you are a magic user, you get trained, you will excel at it. Everybody else serves the mages. That's it. Nice and simple. In Jaspera, because of the fact that it has no central government, there's only the tribes, and the tribes kind of just look after their own affair. The Rosali have been able to thrive as they've been able to do things, magical research, that other places you wouldn't be able to do it because the central government would stop you or regulate you or whatever. As such, the Rosali are pretty much rife with blood mages and people who experiment on all sorts of weird and wonderful shit. You found that out yourselves when you found a strange ship. In the bottom of the ship, deep underwater, a mutated sea creature. Not quite a giant sea turtle, but elements of it, maybe crossed with a few other things. Piloted by a crew of strange biomantic homunculi. The captain, not as Corinne's character originally thought of as a mind flayer, but instead some strange tentacled aberration.
Ooh, speaking of mind players, who's excited for Baldur's Gate early access tomorrow?
Oh my god, yeah. That's looking great. I haven't got the new computer yet, so I won't be able to play it, but when I do get it...
Yeah.
How many... what's the largest number of multiplayers you can get on?
I don't know. I haven't... Because I don't know if that will be available immediately, because it's early access, and I think it's quite early access, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but all Baldur's Gates are multiplayer.
Yeah, so it will be multiplayer, so I don't know how many you can get on.
Okay, we will take a look, because that's what's streaming.
Says it's a 4-player co-op.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, in that case, as long as people are willing to wait until I get my new PC, that's a possible streamable thing. Anyway, yes, you found out yourselves some of the creations that they did. They made some sort of ploy putting this horrible aberrant ship on the waves, attacking all of the shipping lanes, so that the only safe shipping lanes were to go to the Rosali themselves. They started monopolizing on food and other luxuries that aren't available in the rock and sand deserts of Jaspera. And as such, the Rosali grew, whereas the others didn't. You went to one of the ports and started fishing around. started getting an idea of where you can go. Chaos ensued, as always. However, you've managed to find yourself in a town. You approached the town, went for a very professional sneak operation until little Scumfuse blew up one of the buildings with a fireball. And then
we love him so
you
much.
just had
He's
to
offering
ride-
us coffee, by the way, on the screen. Because I brought up the picture, and the coffee says "I love Booty." He's so adorable. I love him so much.
I'm really, really loving the Scumfuse art, and there will be more pirate adventures. There's other short shots that I intend to do, and I intend for Scumfuse to be back. We're going to be mixing it up as we've been intending to by doing different short shots, but the little Scumfuse Cobble character, I think, has found a special place in our heart.
I definitely want that mug.
He's so precious. He's a precious little couple. I love him so much.
So we you ended up liberating the town as it burnt to the ground.
They didn't want to be there anywhere. Anyway.
Fought off the guards, fought off some powerful whirling dervish captains who against you was just a
They
walkover.
flapped.
However, now we've turned it up to 11 as a mage walks out of the Rosali Tower, a strange kind of shallow pyramid, I guess. Not shallow pyramid, tall pyramid without a top. Much like an old keyboard key shape. And
Tom finding Jeff will be like its own start of a campaign, or,
yeah.
or at least one character backstory
Yeah.
of one of us at some point.
At some point, one of you guys play Jeff and go, I've been searching all my life for my friend Tom. He and I grew up together. And I'm going to
Alas.
walk this world until I find my friend.
I love it and hate it at the same time.
Yes.
In the
Promise. I was trying to
offline,
put
so
some
probably
sort of,
soon.
dramatic American accent in there, and I went Brokeback Mountain. Let's face it. That's where I went.
I thought it worked perfectly.
Yeah, it worked.
Sorry.
So, so coming out of this strange-looking building, this kind of, as I say, old keyboard key-shaped building, which one of you flew over the top and found out there was a garden on the top of the freaking thing, a green garden, which is almost unheard of in Just Fair. And a mage has walked out, whilst Dalgal is currently in the process of ripping one of the iron ring knockers off the door.
It's how we get into places.
Here's Dalgo.
He's keeping his rage because he's damaging something.
Yeah.
True.
So he's tripping the rage. This Rosali that seems to have some sort of powerful force shield up is attempting to talk to you all. He has tried to use some magic. Some were successful. He managed to dispel the eagles. Some of it wasn't successful because you guys threw counterspells onto his counterspell.
Wait,
I don't
did he
can't-
remove the
I don't remember
eagles?
if it
I thought
worked.
that was what we
No, he
spell.
removed the eagles because you specifically said you were fine with that, but then
Yeah.
we did
Your-
something.
your-
yeah.
Your answer was meh.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's good.
that's
Because
something.
I'm on the same page. Because my head is a little bit blank.
He tried to do something on me, I didn't get through.
Yeah, that was suggestion.
incredibly wise. And yeah, he did this. There was a counter spell of a counter spell. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
he's been trying a few things on you. Suggestion was the thing that
Yeah, I guess so.
that you managed to just
Sugar.
beat the shit out of. But there were some other things he tried to do, and you started noping him. He seemed very confident. You have a feeling that there's probably a few mages that you can't see that are helping him in this endeavor.
I think I got counterspell because I tried to counterspell his spell, and then I got counterspell with counterspell.
That was it.
Yeah, that was the weird It was a chain. It was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we saw the ones on the roof, right? Those ones we.
Yeah.
There's
they
little
might-
mage
they count as
snipers,
spell.
aren't there?
Yeah, you saw 3 mages pointing at where you were, but then when you kind of landed and everything, you don't know what they're doing now.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're just lookouts to see if anybody's trying an aerial assault or what.
Okay.
But there's 3 of them. Anyway, I think that's everything, unless you guys remember something I don't. So,
Remembering
Covered
stuff.
it.
okay.
Bless
Also, Scornfuse, your bag has recharged.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
have
yes,
Scorpion's
the
bag. Oh, God.
It's been great so far.
I love this bag so
The
much.
fact he pulled up a hat and went, ooh, use.
Well,
Also
you
just
can only
Scorpion's
use
thing.
it in one session, really. So, like, use it when you find a good opportunity.
Yep.
Nothing bad can happen.
Here we go, straight away.
Shadow wreathed turtle of
Specific disguise.
Okay.
Find some
So
dirt.
you pull out a lump of filth that has
Kind of like
a
Mando
dark,
style.
shadowy aura around it. So as you're holding it, it's got this dark, menacing aura. Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god!
So you can use a specific disguise. However, the disguise is chosen by the players. So Felicia, give me
Oh.
an outfit or a person or a creature, and we will decide which one the
Oh,
specific
this is gonna be-
disguise is. I'll roll a d4 once you've all given me your disguises, and we'll say that it's that one. So Felicia,
Oh,
what's disguise number 1?
Disguise number 1 is a snow leopard tabaxi.
Okay. Like it. Snow
Um,
leopard tabaxi is the first one. Corinne, number 2.
second disguise. I'm gonna go with one of the guards here. So Jeff.
Ooh.
Jeff.
Jeff, okay. Yeah, I was started writing guard, but no, specifically Jeff. That is a very specific disguise. Jordan, what's disguise number 3? It can be anything as long as it's around medium or large size.
Yep.
You cannot suddenly disguise yourself as a Tarrasque.
Yep. I was gonna say a dwarf with a floor-length beard.
Okay.
Okay.
Long-beard dwarf, yeah. Okay.
How big are turtles?
Totals are medium usually.
Yeah, so a turtle with a fez.
Okay.
What, you guys are just going with the most random shit. And I'm like, oh, useful thing, God.
No.
We want funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck on getting
Oh,
some
it's a turtle with a fez. Okay, so yes,
Yay!
at any point, Scornfuse, you can smear that on your face, and you will look and talk and generally seem to everybody like a turtle with a fez. To the point where even if they touch you, it won't go through the illusion. You will basically become a turtle with a fez. So that's way forward
How
How long does that last for? If he were
Until
to
next
use
session.
until he drops
Oh
it.
no.
Oh no.
So he loses the fez.
Yep. Until he drops it, or until he pulls another thing out of the bag.
Ooh. Okay.
So, as Lil Scornfuse pulls out this filth-encrusted
Looks up to
tile
trying not to lick.
that's just emanating this menacing shadow as if he's about to curse someone. It looks like a little kind of necromancer or warlock kind of there with this thing. You guys have no idea what it does. He does. So your characters know nothing about what Scornfuse has got. Although the fact that it's starting to emanate darkness is...
I think at this stage, whenever he pulls
Scrumptious.
something out the bag, I just give him some space. And let it happen. And try not to look. Yeah.
What have you got there, Scornfuse? Why is it glowing?
It's glowing darkness.
I got a bag of
That is actually not that surprising. Tyson, do what you want with it. Now let's get in here.
Why do you have a loot?
Almost forgot Scumfuse. I need secret time with Scumfuse. Hang on a second.
All of this is happening while the mage is just standing there menacingly.
Well, the mage.
Yeah,
this is
we're
whilst the
doing
mage is
very
talking.
serious things.
Oh yeah. We are so paying attention to the mage.
Yeah, we're like,
not
oh,
at all
what's this
taking-
dirt pile that Scornfuse pulled
Okay,
out?
there we go. There we go. Sorry, secret time with Scumfuse. Yeah,
Secrets.
Quality time.
I'm pretty sure Alpha.
The mage, holding his hands up, goes, "So, you can't best just me, and there's a whole college of my kind in there.
Oh,
You came along, you caused some problems. Well done.
How
You
many
set
hits
us
do you
back."
think it takes to open it, Dag?
Maybe
Simon, I think
give me 10 minutes.
something
Okay.
that
Get it open.
happened just before we finished last session is that I subtle spelled detect thoughts.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
well done. I knew I'd.
you did. That was it. That was
I knew
it.
I'd forgotten something. Okay. Very well. So the subtle spell.
I cast it without any verbal or somatic,
Yeah.
verbal somatic components, which
This
makes
is where
it
I think I've got to be the bearer of bad news.
because it's
Oh, that's bad.
really difficult for them to
Question
see
mark?
that I'm casting anything.
Unfortunately, not. On the average pleb, this would have worked perfectly. Unfortunately, part of this mage's backup crew is using detect magic, and subtle spell does nothing against it. So when you start casting the spell, as the spell starts to weave, they see the spell being weaved, even though to everybody else, to anyone who's not got detect magic, it's an instant pass.
Can I counterspell them?
Counterspell what?
The counterspell.
This is in the middle. They're not
No,
counterspelling.
but-
Counterspelling, they're just.
You
they
can't
just know it's
counterspell
happening.
it if you're the one casting the
No.
spell that
They're not counterspelling you.
Yeah, they just know you're doing
they
it.
know that it's there.
Okay. Oh, okay. They are
know
not
you're
counter.
ready.
Yeah, they're
But
not
she
doing
can
shit.
still do it. She can still go ahead and actually cast it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fine. Well, they can. I can still ask questions, and they're gonna think of the pink elephant. So.
So, just so that this isn't confusing on a mechanical point of view, your subtle spell, unfortunately, because I have it written here that they are using detect magic because they are mages, a whole college of them. Detect thoughts. So surface thoughts.
Yeah.
Surface thoughts are, I can't believe these fucking idiots are trying to get into. What's that? What? Oh, hello. Are you listening to me, little one?
Yes, if you don't mind, and I will push deeper into his thoughts.
Absolutely. I believe it's a saving throw.
Yes, it's wisdom.
Okay.
Will I apply guidance at this point?
Uh,
I mean,
not-
it doesn't matter. Not to the saving throw,
Uh,
One.
but 12.
That's a 12. And the other one.
it's a 7.
Ooh.
Okay, so let me just look this up. 18 is above yours, isn't it?
Yes.
I was about to say. As you try to press in, he goes, "Ooh, good try. Good try." And this is in his thoughts,
Yes.
by the way.
Well,
He's
it
using
lost-
your spell to press against, to communicate to you privately.
Yes. I will just continue because it's up for 10 minutes, 1 minute, so it's 10 rounds of me going.
Yeah, while Daggle is working on the door.
Speaking of which, Dalgal, give me another strength check.
I will. So before I do this, I'm going to use the rarely used stone cunning aspect of being a mountain dwarf. Is there anything? Can I see a weak spot around this door? Assume
Ooh.
round of the door
Ooh.
is stone.
And
Can I
just
see a
punch
weak spot
that.
that I can get my hammer into to try and get through it?
Mm.
We do a luck roll.
Come on.
And it's Jasper as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, good stone.
4.
So it might be an
Aw.
alter event. We don't know what Simon's thinking because sometimes he luck rolls.
Yeah, luck roll is never high.
Okay.
This is for where I get other people to. Sometimes it's odds even. Sometimes I give it a DC. Sometimes I do a reverse DC, and you have to get below something. It means that people can't fudge luck rolls. Okay. You can see that all around this place, the door might be under the arcane lock spell. But what they've done for the rest of the stonework, because the stonework is mostly this kind of rough sandstone, you can see it has like an adobe layer over the front just to smooth it off, because they wouldn't have been able to carve it with any amount of finesse. So what they've done on the outside is just put this kind of plaster,
It's like
basically.
plaster.
Yeah, to make it look shiny and bright, and it's nice and smooth. The plasterer knew what he was doing, but you know that there's only so much you can do with sandstone.
Yeah. Well,
And you know that this door here, sure, they've probably armed this to the freaking teeth. But there's going to be other things that the builders would have put in that maybe the mages would not have thought of. We're talking drainage systems. We're talking air, light, things like that, where they would have probably carved a dwarf-sized hole
Scum,
and
get back
probably
up
used
here.
adobe or plaster to bring it
Fill
back
it
down
out.
into like a square. You're pretty sure that with your maul, you could beat through that.
if I can find a thinner space where they've got some fittings on the other side, I'd say like some plumbing or even around the hinges or something, then I'm gonna take both my hands and still fully raging. Maybe a tap 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 tap.
Boom!
That
Yeah.
That one
Okay.
right there.
So you're going to disengage with the door and try to find
Yes.
one of these things. Okay. So you disengage with the door, and just to test a theory, as you go past, you accidentally clip the corner of the door frame with your hammer, with your maul. As you do so, a sizable chunk of adobe comes off.
Nice.
And you're like, all right,
Okay.
let's go find another place. And so I would like you, with advantage, to give me a stealth check.
Ooh.
18.
Ooh.
Which is good because my other one was a 2, so thanks for the advantage.
Also, we have a parrot flying up to the top of the tower, by the way.
Oh, true.
Coffee the parrot.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Hope you trained him not to empty his bowels on us.
Yes.
But the mages are fine.
I mean,
Hermit, roll me a d20, DC 15.
Huh.
Anyway, so yeah, Dalgal just jumps
Oh.
into. Oh, never mind. The parrot goes and just sits there on your shoulder, very pleased with itself. Clearly, you've got some work to do with the parrot that you just found. Dalgal jumps into a bush and starts away. Dalgal, you don't see anybody looking in your direction, and for everybody else, no one seems to have paid him any mind.
well, I can tell if one of the mages know him, but
No, this mage, he's looking at you and, gloating about it.
yeah.
Jordan and Felicia were kind of going in turn order here because, as Corinne says, she's got 10 of them.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm drawing a little turn ticker here. That was number 1. So, what are you guys doing? What's Felicia and Jordan doing? Oh, specifically, what's Ava and Alphonse doing?
Alphonse is obviously going to speak to the guy, but before I say anything, I'll let Felicia if she's going to do anything first.
I don't have anything specific I'm thinking of right now. I was mostly just gonna annoy him by
Same with Alphonse.
annoying him and just talking over him when he's trying to do things, and just like being like, oh yeah, we could just like do that, or maybe, oh, do you want croissants for dinner tonight?
So to do that, but so Alphonse is going to speak to him right now then, and say, so you think we can't take you down and your tower?
Oh, please. I am but one of many mages, some quite a bit more capable than I. And you've yet to lay a finger on me.
Yes, don't eat the parrot, Scrumfuse.
And you've yet to do anything to us either.
I'm but a negotiator. I'm here to talk some sense into you. Get you to leave before we get tired of this and sink that fucking ship of yours. The only thing that's stopping us at the moment is that if we sink your ship, all we'll be left with is infestation.
Well,
That's quite rude, calling us an infestation when it's quite clear you guys are the infestation to this place. Anyways, as I was saying, do we want croissants or muffins for dinner? For dessert tonight.
I'm
We need
thinking
to
muffins.
celebrate, and I did have some dough yeasting. So
I'm
think
pretty sure the
muffins-
crew likes bagels better.
Yeah,
that is true. We might go for the bagels then.
Yeah, bagels. Poke.
What do you think? Would you prefer bagels or muffins?
Yeah, bagels or muffins. What is the initial thought?
Hang on.
By the way, thanks, Mr. Ito.
It's like,
He goes, I haven't had a decent bagel in a while. And that's his head.
he thinks bagels.
Oh, yeah.
He
So do
purses
our
his lips
crew
at you, but
usually.
the fact that you've managed to get his baking preferences doesn't threaten him much at all.
No. I'm
point
just
is
trying
we-
to annoy him.
So you're like one of our crew then. You also enjoy a nice bagel.
Look, my men are currently in there starting to whip up spells that will wipe you all off the face of the earth. There's no
And?
chance. There's no
Your
There's no
point
escape
being,
from this.
like, do we look like we care about that? You know?
clearly not.
Why are they your men? I thought you're just a negotiator.
Yeah, Mr. Negotiator, what is his thoughts right now when he said you are my men?
Hey, his thoughts are pedantic fucker.
Damn it.
My men, as in my compatriots, my fellow scholars, my peers.
Right. That's usually not the word you use when you talk about that, but sure, let's go with that. Obviously, you're not quite as educated as you say you are.
Corinne, you feel a flare of anger from his mind.
Is it time
Come on, look
for
at
a
him.
mind poke again?
You would be the judge of that, surely.
Oh, I would. I'm quite educated myself, but then again, being out and about gives you more perspective than locked in a tower. Not that you'd know.
None of us are locked. We are
Oh, really?
freer than many of our kind on this
Locked
pitiful play.
doing your experiments?
Indeed.
They didn't seem quite so free.
The experiments. They were just raw materials.
Are they not one of your belongings then? Is that what you're saying?
They were an experiment we watched take its course.
So we got a finesse point?
This is all to
Probably
jab
so.
at his memory, like his mind, by the way.
Yeah.
See if he thinks of anything.
Corinne give. Oh no, I was going to say Corinne give me another roll. He's got to have another roll again with advantage. Not that you guys know that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
a 4.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Be good to me.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
Sadness.
come on. Got better.
You're persistent. I'll give you that. Dalbel, give me a history check with proficiency with advantage.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Well, his intelligence is like 7, so at least he gets like +2.
He specified he was using his stone heritage.
It's still only an 11.
Oh.
Okay. You go up to one thing and you kind of go, got it.
Nope.
Tink, smack, and a section of wall goes. There's more wall behind it, and you're like, nope. But a section of it's like you got rid of a lot of plaster. To be fair, this one side looks a little shit now.
Give me an hour, I'm gonna bankrupt them with the amount of like changes.
I mean, we got time, so you can just keep going and trying to find the right weak spot. So like, it's
Never
fine.
mind, this is
You hear that
6 seconds of
occasionally.
him running and going, that one. No.
King. Close.
Lisa.
Next.
Oh no, Scorp,
Oh, God.
come back here. No. No.
You're not quite big enough to do that.
No.
Maybe once you've grown into a proper dragon.
It's confused. Give me a d20.
Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20.
Oh.
6.
Yeah,
Smack.
you bounce off it.
Gonna have to break it down. Boink.
Felicia and Jordan, the mage in front of you is starting to look a little weary. You have a feeling the entertainment factor of this is wearing off.
I mean. Yeah,
So
you're
when
right.
were you guys expecting your ship back?
I think it's obvious by now that you've taken care of Experiment 1. It's okay.
Oh, is that what you're calling it? Good to know. Good to know.
I think we already knew that they.
We can do
weren't big
bigger.
enough for
We can do
us yet.
better. We can do more vicious. But, well, what was the point of making it if we weren't going to send it out there?
Oh dear, I'm so sure the tiny camel could break that out. It
So
must
how
be
long
big.
did you think it would take for other people to notice that the only shipping lines that were free were yours?
We didn't really care. None of the tribes were going to find out on their own. It was going to be somebody who broke the blockade that was going to tell them. By that time, as has already happened, we already have made our deals. We already have risen. We've already brought some of the tribes to power, and they owe us for that. We have gained a great deal of money and other assets just by simply giving them food. It was a payday, nothing more. And if we send out another one, we can just say, someone's copying us.
You think they'll buy it?
Right.
I don't care if they do buy it or not. The truth is, they want to go and take it down, they can. Once we set that thing free, you realize we have little to no control over it. Well,
Ooh, a 2nd level spell slot. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, you can have it.
That gives it to someone, Scorn. That doesn't let you cast a 2nd level spell.
Yeah, I think it's.
yeah, he said give it to anyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
yeah, he said
Oh,
give it to
sorry.
anyone.
I didn't read the rest of that sentence.
The as little Scornfuse goes, wah, wah, bah! As he hits the door, a bolt of magic flies free and hits
Shirin.
Shirin. I'm Shirin, you gain a level 2 spell slot.
Thank you.
So the mage goes, even if they did know it was us, once we send that thing out of there, well, we can control it if we wish, but we just let it on its way. The captain knows what it needs to do. It knows that if it's successful for a certain amount of time, we will reward it in certain ways. We just let it do its thing. We sit back, carry on with our research, wait for people to come to us and ask us for things at horrendously inflated prices. We'll probably do this again in another few years after, even if people did start turning against us. We would just
right. That's good to know, actually. That means we have some more cleaning up to do after this. Nice to know. We'll take care of your friends later.
I still don't know what my
As
one
you
would
say.
is to that. Oh, last session, Hermit. I think that was the mage, the dragon mage. He got teleported to like the astral plane for like
you teleported him for 6 seconds into the astral plane of existence.
Confusing the fuck out of our characters.
Yeah, he had that really well. It confused the characters, but it confused the mage as well, because the mage now thinks that they can shunt him into the astral plane, which means that he thinks they're more powerful than they actually are. Yeah. So that was I think it was 32 you rolled, which is yes. The subject of the spell gets shunted into the astral plane for 1 round. So exactly 6 seconds, he was floating in amongst the stars.
You yeeted him for 6 seconds.
You yeeted
That's
him
what you
into
did.
heaven.
Yeah, he got ejected to think Among Us things just for 6 seconds.
Yeah, for 6 seconds he just did the.
Has it
was
been
not an imposter.
it hasn't been 6 seconds, so I can put this brain again.
I was about to say, yep. So it's time to go again.
That every 6 seconds for a minute or 10?
Yeah.
When I can
Natural
type.
20.
Oh
Was
no,
that me?
he's
No, not me.
saved.
No, keep that because I was going to get you to roll next anyway.
Sorry, I thought it was me. Yeah.
I did it too quickly.
Yeah, you did.
He's saved though. So.
He saved.
Oh.
It's just there you go. In the middle of this time, he doesn't even acknowledge you. Just he kind of in the middle of the sentence goes, "You are tiring me now. I thought there was going to be something, some sort of bargaining, some sort of I don't
Why
know,
would
common
we
sense amongst
bargain with you guys?
Why
Like,
wouldn't
really?
you? We're holding all the cards.
You're really not.
Not
You're
really.
really not.
Anyways,
Very
you're kind
high.
of pathetic, if anything. Really, trying to bargain with us out of all people?
Do you
should
even
our
know who we
reputation
are?
by now.
What can I say? It's been a slow day.
Oh,
Oh.
it must have been if this is all you can muster. Really.
I think what Alphonse said would have given it away. With the price of vengeance being quite high.
He doesn't answer to that.
Well, what does he think?
He just thinks that you guys are he just thinks it's bravado.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sorry, but I'm incredibly bored now. I'm going to bid you farewell.
Mate, we aren't allowed to go upstairs, or else we keep broke this floor.
Dalgal, natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
You watch you look at a couple of options. One of them is an air vent, way too high, way too high. You'd have to fly up there. You have a feeling it would be you think it'd probably be the better of the two. If you could fly up there, or people could fly up there and you could smash it, you're pretty sure that you'd be in, like, I don't know, maybe the residential floor, by the looks of the fact that the windows nearby, which you're pretty sure those are shielded to fuck. The windows are on roughly the same level. You'd probably be crawling into an air vent that's by the floor of that floor.
Okay, handy. Very handy.
But you also see that there is what seems to be not a sewer, more like a rain duct. And that's really close. As in, you barely have to jump. It's about that big currently.
I'd like to make it at least 3 times that big, if possible.
Roll me an attack. It still needs to do it to hit, but that's with advantage.
Okay. 20, because I rolled a 13.
Yep. You hit it square on. Roll me some damage.
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 Two-handed. So
That's raging as well, right?
This one.
He's still raging.
Yeah.
He's been hitting the wall every time.
Whack, whack, whack.
7 plus 4, 11, 13. 13.
13. Double to 26. There's a huge smack, and rubble just flies out in every direction. There's a crater that's, more or less dwarf-sized. You have a feeling, they're probably not the best dwarven architects, but they probably hire dwarf labor. After you hit, you kind of just use the warhammer to pull out some of the rubble.
Yeah.
You
and a whistle.
Kind of smell, and you're pretty sure this goes to the kitchen.
Oh, perfect.
You're almost certain that this is the wastewater duct for the kitchen. Probably after they washed the dishes. The water, as you pulled the hammer away, was a little warm.
I'm a barbarian. I'm no prude. I will dive right in. Only once I'm in, I'm gonna whistle. Then carry on.
Little Scumfuse has already smelt the kitchen and is
what I want.
barreling in there. Scumfuse, you're going to go with Danny as Danny starts to mine his way through with a hammer. Little Scumfuse throwing the bricks behind it. Well, not the bricks, the adobe.
I do have a light hammer and a hand axe as well, so it could be that if it's confined, I'll switch to those.
Okay. Talgal, you are you're starting to burrow into this building at this point. Confused, give me a D20 for your iconic heritage.
Hermit with his half-burnt dress made of it is just there, so done with everything.
With a 7, you're in a hole. It's a hole.
Definitely a hole.
But you have confirmed it. It's now
It's a hole.
You're in a hole.
It's a wolf hole as well.
Felicia and Jordan, the mage seems to be. He looks behind him now, but as he looks behind him, he doesn't look at the door. He looks at the roof and says, "Quite disappointing, really. I like to think that I would be able to find a diamond in the rough. You know, you took down our experiment. Great. I was hoping that you'd be a bit more than just thugs. You know."
Oh, you were looking for intelligence. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but we're too intelligent to listen to fools sprouting their nonsense.
Okay. Well,
The Galloway
I
will
must
see you off.
bid you goodbye.
All right, we'll see you on the inside.
He flicks his hands down.
The Galloway will
shoots up into the air. Corinne, give me a... no, I need to roll for you, don't I?
Yes.
What's the range on your detect thoughts?
Well, he rolled a natural 20, so whatever.
What's the range on your detect thoughts?
It is... I'm pretty sure it's 30... I'm looking at 3rd level spells. 2nd level. Detect thoughts. It is 30 feet.
30 feet. He breaks range, and you still have detect thoughts on, but you can't use it on him at the moment.
No, is there anyone else around? That I can
Your
sense?
guys. All of your guys.
Is anyone out?
You might get
What
lucky
are
if you
we
get closer to the
thinking?
building.
Yeah, I'll go close to the building. I know that
Okay,
Lord Dangle has been digging his hole.
You had high enough intelligence that I could propose it to you. For those of you who are watching the mage flying up in the air, he flies onto the top of the building, and there's a shimmer of a dome as he passes through it. You have a feeling that there is a wall of force on the top of this.
Yeah, I assume that. It's good to have it confirmed. Oh well.
I don't know if you heard Simon, because I got spoken over, but I did say the Gallowman will see you off to the mage.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
he hears it.
Yeah.
He hears it. He doesn't care, but he hears it. Okay. You walk up to the door, Corinne, which is the closest part of the building to you. And on the other side, you can feel the surface thoughts of, they're not going to get through, right? They're not going to get through. We're fine. We're fine. Fuck, why have we just got sticks? It's a fucking Forsaken out there. Fuck. You have a feeling it's one of the guards, similar to the guards that you fought in the town. He's behind the door, probably been told that if the door falls down to fight to the death.
Yes. Well, I don't know if he can. Do I think he can hear me through the door, or is it like I just say hello, and does he like react?
If you're right close to the door and you go hello, he goes fuck.
They can't hear the mage, and they suddenly hear you say hello.
Yeah.
It's like,
How
Yes,
are you
he can
doing
hear
in
you.
there?
In his mind, he doesn't know he's answering you, but in his mind he goes, how the fuck do you think I feel?
Yeah, it's not great.
Mentioned that several of his friends have defected and he can do the same.
You know, several of your guys joined us. You can go and try that luck.
Lucky bastards.
You're welcome
you-
to try.
You detect on the uppermost of his thoughts that he is looking at a mage that is looking at him.
Oh yeah.
And also he's surrounded by other guards that seem to be less worried. At least to him.
Let's go through the hole, guys. Let's go.
So Danny, give me another hit.
We're totally gonna get through. Yes.
Ooh, this one's not great. This is rolled a 6 + 7, 13.
Well, you're hitting rock. Like
That's
it's.
true.
But you're not even hitting rock, you're hitting plaster, which is weaker than rock. Yeah, you smash another. Give me a bit more damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you have more than one attack. So.
Yeah, raging.
So at the moment, yeah. At the
You
moment
can reckless attack the rock.
I'm totally reckless.
He already has
attacking.
advantage.
Oh yeah.
So at the moment, I'm probably using my hand axe and my light hammer. Yeah.
Yep.
So, it's 9 for the hand axe.
The 9 doesn't hit, but the 13 did.
No,
so...
no, it's
Oh,
9.
no, sorry, for damage.
Oh, 9 damage. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah, so then I need to do 2 attack rolls effectively.
Yeah.
Yes, it has a major.
amazing.
17 to hit.
Scorpius.
And so another 8 from the light hammer. So
Which is
10
16.
from the light hammer.
Okay, yeah, Scorpius, you watch as this dwarf goes into, like, almost like carving the tunnel.
I've done this
And
before.
sometimes the sweeps of this axe just completely, cleanly take these chunks off. And he's as it's dropping at his feet, Dalgle's not even thinking about it. He's just using his boot to kick it behind him onto your tarp, and you're there running these chunks. They're not too heavy, thankfully. Not as heavy as sandstone, and throwing it out the back. And yeah, Dalgle, you can hear a voice go. Can you not hear something? They cannot be getting through the walls. Surely not. Surely not.
And I head for that voice.
Yeah, it's coming down the only way you can go.
Okay.
So, a couple more, unless the others want to do something in particular.
No,
I'll go with
I'm
that.
just walking. I'm walking around to where the hole is and going through there, rather than try the door.
You guys get there, and it's small for most of you. I have a feeling some of the
Cool.
some of the larger members of your crew would struggle to get through. The Goliaths, certainly the Minotaurs.
Thankfully,
And let's see.
we're all considered
Jordan.
medium creatures.
Jordan, there's a sudden shimmer by your shoulder, and standing there is Captain Horn. How y'all doing?
Hello, Captain.
On our way in, Daggle managed to find a weak spot while we were distracting the mages.
Sounds like the mages are looking down at us now.
Oh yeah.
I'll order the Skags to start a fuss. We'll see if we can get some distraction going on.
Hermit is the only respectful one and salutes Captain Horn.
I would like all viewers to type in. It will be 5 seconds between each one. Give me exclamation point cannon,
Boom.
Brilliant.
and that also includes the Skags that are with the party at the moment. You'll just be playing different Skags for the cannon. Hits a cannon port. That's the equivalent of a window. There's a smash overhead, and you hear a "Wah!" as a mage suddenly gets a cannonball through his bedroom window as he's preparing his spells for the morning.
Hermit keeps rolling.
Your parallel Skag manages to hit the grass just in front of it.
Deck.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So the Scornfuse's alter ego fires a cannon through the same bedroom, and there's this sudden and, a spray of blood comes out of the window.
That wasn't Jeff.
One of them gets killed, and you can suddenly see a shimmering in front of the window as several wizards have gone up to this window and started projecting a force shield outside of it.
So not all the windows.
It's Dave firing for Scornfuse. Yep. When
Yep.
Scornfuse is off the ship, you shoot the cannon for Dave.
Control Dave.
It's all Dave. Oh.
So yes, Dave has just killed a mage with a cannon.
Shouldn't
I
Dave-
think that is part of his redeeming himself to himself because
Yeah, I think the price has been paid.
Yeah.
Almost been paid there because he's managed to take one of them out. Damn it! I should have thought of that in advance and just gone the Gallman. The Gallman makes it. Okay. So yeah, you guys can see that the first volley of cannons managed to do well, and as they start changing to incendiary rounds, cannonballs that when hit actually have phosphor inside, so that the cannonballs actually break. They're not reusable. As they get loaded into the cannons, you guys are following Dalbor into this hole.
how hard is it for us to go through here since we're medium?
Well,
So's Dalbor.
So
Dalbor's a medium creature. He's short, he's squat, but he's wider than most of you, largely because they're stocky fuckers and muscles everywhere.
Yeah.
He's like a little tree trunk running around the place. So he's medium because girth is considered in the equation.
Simon.
And yeah, you have to
Racing.
scoot your head a little bit. The word
That's
girth isn't exclusively applied to the penis.
That's correct. It's fine.
So yeah, you guys follow in. You have to duck your head a little bit, but and then there's some places where Dalbor's missed a bit, and you have to duck a little bit lower and things like that. Yeah, it's actually pretty clean as well because the little Scumfew has been throwing all the detritus out the back.
His back
and
feet just kind of kicking him out.
yeah. And yeah, you get to the point where Scumfuse is filling up another tarp, and Dalgal, you can hear above you now as you're starting to change your angle to dig up. That somewhere above you is either going to be a sink or a drain cover. You're not quite sure
This is good.
which.
I'm not coming up through a toilet, so this is really good. That was a worry for a while. It's like, hello! Flush. I come out.
Then, out of all the various kind of nightmares you can have, is having a rage-filled dwarven barbarian attacking via the toilet. It's kind of like, hanging low there, laddie.
You're not going anywhere.
Felicia died.
Yeah, so definitely, if I think there's going to be some piping to go through, then I will plough through that bit and pop it into what
You know that this isn't
Not ready.
piping. They haven't really done piping so much with this. Maybe elsewhere for maybe heat and stuff like that.
I feel bad for our enemies.
Gives into Squall's manners and make ghost noises, makes a ghost sounds with meows to
Ghost cat.
meow kitty. Hello there, little buddy.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, because Scornfuse can speak cat.
Yes, we
Yes.
figured this out. That Scorpius is really good
Yes,
at impersonating cats.
Yep.
That was a thing.
Yes. Yeah. That's on Scumfuse's character sheet, which of course I don't have. Scumfuse has it. It speaks cat. So.
I would like to think that the people in the kitchen or whatever it is we're coming to are like, they're not tunnelling through. Oh no, it's okay. It's just a cat in the wall. Oh, all right, that's fine. Wait a minute.
What the fuck are you on about? That a cat down there? How many cats do you know that burrow through stone? And you're quite loud now. You can cheat. She's like, look, I'm dwarven born and bred, lad. That's someone tunneling. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, jeez. Oh, we're gonna get her in the neck for this, and yeah. And you can hear someone going. You have a feeling she's taking the kettle off the fire, kind of thing. And you can hear this kind of muttering in Dwarvish, where she's like, "What the fucking? It's why you come to the fucking kitchen and all this interrupting Honesty's work. Really, can't we just go and fucking kill the mages? We make them tea afterwards." And she's fucking moaning the whole way through. I'm behind on the cleaning anyway, you know, fucking hell. They come through here, we're gonna get dust and fucking everything. You go there, before you go, you can put the pot back on that fucking flower here. I think there's gonna be stone dust here any second now. And,
I felt the cannons hitting the building as well.
yeah, well, there's that as well, but they kind of expected that part. Fucking hell.
Actually, thanks for a hot moment. There's an actual cat in there before you realise it's in Squall.
Yeah.
Scum is actually giving a university lecture in cat.
As you can see, the walls are put together in a classic style.
A cat architecture lesson. So, as you can see, the part that the dwarf is now currently smashing to pieces is a better known form of an almost effort-free plumbing, where instead of pipes you just use concentric Adobe applications until it gets down to a point where you can just about fit the arm through. Then you go and do the next section.
I remember.
This goes upwards, and you'll be able to see a grill in a minute. Make sure you're quick, otherwise it will be smashed to pieces as well.
Keep your arms in.
Your exits are behind you and in front of you. It's a fucking tunnel.
Unless you can dig.
Okay, and so Scorpius has gotten cat ears, so he's now a cat boy. Yep. And
We take no constructive criticism.
yeah. So nya. Where the fuck did you? I keep it in my bandana.
Bandana.
Banana.
Have cantrips or anything that they want to add to this, then you know where I'm going.
It's clear where he's going, and so you get to the grate, and this is in the scullery. So the scullery in a lot of castles used to be the dirtiest place. In fact, before Cardinal Wolsey, the guy who made Christchurch College in Oxford, he actually gave them the first rights to the scullions that used to go down and do all the dirtiest jobs in the castle by giving them clothes. They actually used to have to do it naked, but he gave them clothes and actually put the first social policy in place by royal decree that all servants would have a uniform provided for them. You're going into the scullery. Scullery is a horrible, horrible place. It's where all the shit, where all the waste food, where everything that you just don't want in anywhere to do with food or living conditions, anything that would create disease goes into. Weirdly, though, the water's been really clean coming out of here. And as you smash the grate, you can see why. Whoever runs this place is an absolute matriarch. The walls are scrubbed clean. There are barrels of waste that you can now just about smell. She's using some sort of lime or to disguise the smell, and everything smells, washed of lime. As you smash through it, you can see that there's some sculpted steps, only about 5 or 6, that go up to a door that has been opened, and you can hear through the door, "Just a warning you, I'm in here. If you're going to be going to do all that kind of killing and such like, I won't be having with it."
We're not here for you.
Not here
We're
for
here
you.
the
You're
mages.
fine.
No
I
one
kind
has
of
to
fucking sorted
die.
that out myself. Thank you very much.
If you want to,
Maybe
you
stay
can
there.
go to the ship once we're done, and we can take you somewhere better than this.
Yes, I mean, I was free to come and go as you want there, but yes, I think I will be going off to do some alternative employment, I think. So yeah, and I've just realised I've gone from Scottish to Welsh. So,
I do it all the time. Don't worry.
yeah, a bit of Maury coming in there. It was mention of the total, I'm sure. But you walk in there, and sat smoking a pipe is a dwarven woman in a well-worn dress.
I love how
It's
relaxed she is.
incredibly warm in here. It's very, very hot, and so this dress is kind of it's just basically for
Don't worry,
modesty.
we are only
Um,
minors, little Scornfuse says.
She's got
Wearing
calluses
cat
up
ears.
her elbows. Clearly scrubbed lots of stuff in her time, banged her elbows a lot of time. You can see that there's fat burns on her arms, very much the cook. There's similar kind of burns on her apron. She's wearing a big, kind of like almost shower cap type cap, which you can see that huge tresses of hair have been stuffed into unceremoniously. There's still that one annoying bit that always comes out, and it's kind of in front of her, and she kind of to one side. Other than that, you have a feeling that you're a dwarf yourself, so you can more accurately place her age. She's in her late 2nd century, so she's probably about 170, 180 years old.
Okay.
She's just there puffing on a pipe that she's lit by a coal from the fire. You can tell because she hasn't quite thrown it as far back into the fire again. It's kind of just sat by the side. And she's here. If you're going to take something there, just make sure you take the stuff that we've made already. Yeah, I mean, there's no need for you to take the ingredients and stuff, you know. I mean, actually, if I'm coming with you, fuck it, take what you want.
Sounds good. We'll do that later. First,
Yeah,
we
maybe
need
on
to
the way
take
back.
care of this.
Also,
Hey, you go off and
Stormfuse,
count.
don't lick the sink. I've told you several times. We do not
It's
lick
fine.
random things.
It's fine.
Oh,
He'll be
he
alright.
won't get hurt by it. Maybe
Hey,
a little sick.
It's quick lime. It'll sort his teeth out.
Of all things to
Don't
lick,
know.
this is probably the cleanest room.
Yes.
Your
Don't
dad
lick
fucking writes it
anything
out.
else, Stormfuse. I swear,
Yeah,
we
we
can't
don't
take
want
this
you
cobbled
licking whatever
anywhere.
these mages have been up to.
Do you happen to know what's up these stairs? Well, of course you do. You live here, but do you think there are mages through this door? Should we be ready for?
Nah, they don't come down here.
Okay.
Good to know.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. The closest that you're gonna get a mage is probably in the dining hall there, and I doubt any of them will be allowed to go there at the moment. They're probably all getting onto the roof and manning the windows and such like.
Oh yeah, because they think we'll be coming through the door.
Well, that's the thing.
Fools.
They all expect these big fucking epic battles. You should hear them talk about what would happen, what they would do if
Stormfuse,
they got
here's
invaded.
an apple. Eat this apple. If you're so hungry, have a snack.
She turns around and goes, "There's supposed to one on you. I think I got a sweet here. There you go." And she
Where's
pat-
the original?
yeah, I was going to go with Werther's original. I was just going to describe it though. So yes, Confused. You get given this this little parcel of wax paper with something hard inside, and if you open it, it has a little kind of brick. Looks like a miniature building brick, and it's made out of a blonde-looking, shiny substance. There you go. There. That's from back home. That is. So, you if you go up there, I mean, unless you go close to the front door, I don't think you're going to go to anyone. If you wanted to, you could probably loot the fucking place and get back out again. They wouldn't have the fucking clue. But you probably want to be going down into the basement, though.
If we were only here for loot, that would be great. Sadly, the Gallowmen don't really want us to.
Well, fill your boots on the way there. As I say, I mean, they're not going to miss it. Well, they probably will fucking miss it. Lucas, shit. Anyway, but you're probably looking for the basement now, aren't you?
By the way, if we're within range to do so, can I cast Thaumaturgy on the front door? Where we're...
It's locked.
no, it's okay, that's fine. I'm not trying to open
He
it.
wants thaumaturgy. He's not
Yeah,
doing that.
I'm not trying to open it, I'm trying to do something else.
Okay.
What's the range
But-
on thaumaturgy?
30 feet.
No, it's too far away.
Okay.
Um,
So I wanted to try something else if we was within range, that's all.
Oh dear, he ate the wax paper. Of course he did.
okay. What's in the basements? Is that?
We can
That's
do
where they
both.
do all those fucked up experiments with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
where we
yeah.
want to go. Yeah, we want to go
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
basement. Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
I
Hey,
couldn't
you're
trouble
fucking,
you
you're
for
fucking
a puff in
forsaken
your
them, and it's
pipe,
written
could I?
all over your faces.
Oh yeah.
True.
Couldn't trouble you for a puff in your pipe, could I? I haven't had any for
Hang
since
on a
I
second.
left.
We're just gonna chill here for a moment.
Yeah.
I've been working hard. I've been working very hard for the last 20 minutes.
She rustles around in a thing, pulls out a bone pipe, and goes, "Hey, you got a small one here." And she kind of ruffles around in this gigantic pocket at the front of her apron, pulls out
Well, maybe dragons can eat wax
what is
paper.
known as because people love their double entendres, rough shag, and she kind of pulls it into like a little bit of tumbleweed, puts it in there, goes up to the ember, picks it up. Again, calloused fingers. You can see there's no sensation there. Kind of goes, "Here you go, take a couple of puffs on that, and then take it. There you go." You can say that's your loot from me, yeah.
I was gonna lean
Mister,
against
we don't call Scorpius a piggy.
the anything just for a second. Have a puff on this. Pick up a tea towel or something. Wipe my forehead. Have a drink of water or whatever there is, and just be like,
Your rage has gone, but
okay, yeah. And it's like, okay, you're gonna be okay getting out of here, right?
I think there's a fucking
Yeah,
good
that's what I
enough
mean.
thing there. I mean,
Get out, straight to the ship. They'll look after you.
no offense, lad, but you're a little more on the midriff than I am there. So I'll find my
worry.
way down. Don't you worry about it. She picks up a tenderizing mallet and she goes, "I'll even tidy up that hole. There we go. Right. Anyway,
She's awesome.
anyway, don't get too dead, fucking mages. If there's anybody down there to save, they actually took a couple of goblins down there. It's fucking fuck.
Any
Anyway,
idea of how many of the mages we're dealing with?
how many?
Yeah.
Like fucking 20 of them in here.
Yeah, so
they love their big old towers, don't they? They tell all the fucking people outside that there's hundreds in here. You know, why would it be so big if it wasn't for hundreds? Do you know that they actually have some of the lights rigged upstairs in empty bedrooms? Well, they haven't even got a bed in the bedroom, but they got this magical light that just goes on at random times there. Just so that people think they're up all hours of the night studying and they're always watching and all the rest of it. Fucking eagles on fucking legs there. Anyway, you go have a time, and I'll go down to your ship there, and who am I asking for?
If you ask for Captain Keely Horn,
Yeah,
just
okay.
search you out. Say Dalgal or Shirin, Alphonse or Ava sent you.
The only one I remembered is Dalgal. All the others are weird names. I'll go down and say hi and stuff. Here we go. Here we go. And she picks up an apple pie and goes, "Here you go. We present for your captain. That'll get me on there." She just walks down into the scullery and into this fucking crater that you've created with an apple pie, a tenderizing mallet, and a pipe in her mouth. Like,
What more do you need?
Fucking easy here. Here we go.
I was gonna say.
I'll say
They'll
see
fit
you
right
on
in.
the ship in Dwarvish, and then should we
She goes,
head on down to the
I will do. Name's Magrat, by the way.
Maggot?
Bad
Maggot.
at getting people's names.
Yeah, it's quite rude, isn't it?
We just told her to go onto our ship to abandon her current life. Don't even know her
In all
name.
fairness, you are technically raiders. She wasn't the most forthcoming with her name until she realised that you were offering her a way out of this
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, let's get on then.
I think I'm ready for action again. So
I'm gonna make a
basements?
character that all cares about is just everyone's name. Just all they care about is getting everyone's name.
This dwarven cook just, mic drops on her career and just walks out of the building.
I mean,
Bloody
if you're gonna
kitchen.
do that, then this is a pretty good time to do it.
Oh yeah.
She thinks that either the mages are going to throw a tantrum, in which case she is not really up for that shit. Also, somebody's just put a fucking great big crater in her kitchen.
Done.
And also, she's pretty sure that the mages are about to die, so she's just like, well, and she just did the maths in her head and fucked up.
That's not
You go through the kitchen into the butlery, or the butts. You can see that there's large barrels that have been set on this side. They have been tapped. The taps are obviously shut. They seem to have, you can see that their titles on them are titles of beer and wine. So good hearty brown ale, and then several types of wines, more wine than beer, mages. There's also kind of a readying area for the servers. So people who would be coming into the various places with food. There's places where they will tray things up. You can see there's cut flowers to one side where they would put a flower onto the tray, and there's plenty of silverware and lots of other different things around here. Viewers, give me exclamation point loot. There's a lot of things here, a lot of storage rooms here, and as you go past, you snatch something up. So Mr. Ehole manages to grab a bunch of items that are around about 50 copper. So you know that that's going to be worth some coin. Ooh.
Ooh.
So, yeah. There we go. The only one who's going to know about this is Corinne.
We need to have. I need to have a showstoppers with Felicia and Jordan.
Yeah, I think that needs to happen.
Yes.
So, first of all, Hermit. I'll get
Probably.
to Scornfuse in a minute, and Scornfuse had to fucking know that. The Hermit, yeah, you go past something and you almost don't recognize it, and then you go whoa, 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 and you pick up a kind of a tennis ball sized globe. That as you pick it up, it starts to vibrate softly and glow in your hand. You know that if you throw this up in the air, it will suddenly create illusions all around it, with showing an entire season of Showstoppers, the reality TV show in Illyria, where a bunch of adventurers go into dungeons, solve mysteries and murders, bring criminals to justice, explore strange new planes of existence, and record everything on these magical items for a paying audience to see.
These shows are normally not very safe for work as well.
Well, they're ish, yeah. They're typical kind of reality TV crap that you would find on it. Yeah, Scornfuse, you've got a consignment of oil. The oil seems to be some sort of fat oil. It's still as flammable as any other oil. And yep, it's a small keg. It's a kegger of oil. You guys watch as Scornfuse looks around, ignores the silverware, and just picks up. And now it's just humping around this keg of oil.
How do you always find these things, Scornfuse?
Scornfuse, yeah, it tastes beefy.
Beefy. Wow.
Yeah. It smells like cooking fat after beef has been roasted.
Is that dripping?
Could be.
Could be. Either way, it's flammable.
Yep.
And it will smell nice when it's burnt.
So yeah, Scornfuse is now carrying
More oil, flammable oil.
DM Regret, a big barrel of DM Regret.
Yes, don't drink it.
Don't drink it, Scornfuse. You'll end up crapping like a goose for the next week.
Oh dear.
And yeah, you guys head further into what seems to be a server's corridor.
Why are my scorm tickling?
Every time.
It's just all the time. It's just like as soon as Scorpius gets his hands to the thing, it's just like, what's happening?
It's flammable or explosive every time.
And at the end of the corridor is a pair of large double doors that presumably go to the main dining hall. There are other smaller doorways to the left and the right, which presumably go off into other areas of the building. What would you like to do?
Can we just keep digging? This seems to be working. Can we just dig down?
Why use doors and corridors when you can go through walls and walls?
Yeah.
That was just kind of like, are we done with doors? We're done with doors. Doors was yesterday. We're done with doors. Yeah. D&D players always get defeated by doors. Let's just take doors out of the equation.
Yeah.
Thinking about doors.
Doors.
Is there an obvious route down to the basement then?
Not currently.
Okay.
I'll
Left,
ask
right,
before Miss
Margaret
goes like, where's the way down to the what's the easiest way
Yeah, sorry,
down
I
to the
thought she
basement?
pointed the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to get into the main corridor there, and it's well, you can't miss it. It's pretty much the only corridor that's made for transportation of raw materials, they'd call it. Then after that, to the left and the right here, because it's kind of like an indoor courtyard, I guess you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes off to various rooms and WelcomeAboard and stuff like that. They actually got a stable in here as well on the lower levels. Everything on lower levels, other than really the dining hall and ceremony room, is pretty much just to get the rest of it done. Of course, mages want to be up on the upper levels because it makes them more important. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, more important you are, higher up you are in the pyramid. Like, but yeah, you just find that main courtyard and that wide. It's like a double wide corridor, like. And you can't miss it. Just wait for we're on stone now, but once you go in there and there's carpet, once you go back and there's stone under your feet again, you're in the right direction. Like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
She's so chatty. I love it. All right. Well, we'll go. Thank you. I assume this all happened before we.
Yeah. You flashback. Yeah. Flashbacks are fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll go to the main corridor, and then can we look for any signs of things being dragged through a particular door?
Well, in this corridor,
we'll
this is a service corridor that has carpet. So this is where the servants would take food either to people's offices, people's rooms, or to the big dining hall.
Okay. Well, she said left then right, so
Yeah.
left. There's a door on the left, isn't there?
Yep, door on left. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen.
Yep. Nothing there.
Open the door. Controversially.
This door goes into a corridor that's another service corridor. It seems to have a large amount of paraphernalia. You have a feeling that there's a lot of like decorations and things like that they just kind of keep around. They're in a quite bleak landscape, so they kind of change up their interior decor to keep themselves sane. The viewers can do another exclamation point loot as you stepping down this corridor. There's various boxes and things. But at the end of this corridor, there does seem to be a hardy-looking door. A door that seems to be metal reinforced.
Another one.
Oh shit! I was confused. Seeing the orb that that Hermit picked up, you see one dash ahead and pick it up, and as you pick it up, it goes, yeah. This is Bebubba Doom here. Yeah, this is the latest of what we've got coming from Ostergald. We are going to be going on a tour soon. We want to see you there. We're going to be going all around South Vardencourt. Yeah, we're going to be giving some love to the old empire. So, you just listen to these hits and watch me move, because I'm expecting you to move just as well when you are on our tour. Just join us. That's Beep Bubba Doom and the Noisemakers. You come with us, and you're going to have a time. See you there. And it suddenly calms down, but if you throw it up in the air, it will start a gig of Beep Bubba Doom and the Noisemakers.
How do you come up with this? It's so good.
Well, Beep Bubba Doom is an actual character.
Characters.
Yeah, he's a character in. He's an NPC in
Benefactor.
In Benefactor, he's like our rapper friend.
NPC, but we loved him, as Simon was forced to bring him back over and over.
He was
we got attacked.
This will make sense to Danny. Just think of Ainsley Harriott, but as a music career, as a kind of improvised jazz kind of star. Jazz mixed with stomp. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, he's a Goliath.
Nice. We're gonna have good times on this ship.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. You've got the fucking DVD collection you just started.
Where did the mages get this? This is probably like from their raids on like random ships where they got all of this.
It's just stuff they got off ships. Yeah.
They're way too serious for this. This is why it's languishing in a corridor.
This is
Yeah, they just throw it to one side and go.
How many of these orbs do they have?
What kind of music is this? This isn't music.
Is this even music? Is it? What is it?
I can't
is it
even
a
hear
man
the cello.
or
What's
a woman?
There's no cello.
Just noise. Just noise.
He's just hitting things. Is this a recording of a combat or something? Yeah, they've forgotten their uni days, Hermit. They've lost their soul, man. Right, it is 9:30, so we're going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to charge up my coffee.
Do we want Literal Hermit and E-Hole to roll their loot?
Yes, please.
Before
Mr. E-Hole
we
and
go,
Hermit can
or
roll
during
as well.
the break?
Let's do their loots first, and then we will head forward. Okay. So yeah, Mr.
Oh, nice.
Evil picks up something, and being a able sailor yourself, you can see that this is a gunner's symbol. It invokes Avandra, the Lady of Chance, to make the fire true. Next cannon shot that you make, you also take out an enemy crew member of whatever it is you fire at. And Hermit?
Exclamation mark loot. Cleric robes. 5 for good me.
Well, you're currently wearing half a maid costume.
It's
You
true.
kind of need a set
Yeah.
of clothes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can disguise yourself as a cleric of the god of your choice.
However,
So you
you're still
have a
off
better,
your
like,
makeup.
rather than like a half bird thing with your butt poking
get
out,
that.
you can.
I can't remember how many lines I programmed into this, but as you can see, Gunner's lucky symbol was a 102.
102. There's a few things to loot.
Yeah.
The hilarious thing is that we've gotten dog twice.
Yeah.
Dog twice, a parrot.
I'll just dress it to this. Which god is it? So normally the gods in Ilaria are the Dawn War gods. So it's like, so I think it's mostly the same gods as Critical Role, except for the one that shrink. That
And there is half elf, right?
Yeah, most of the ones in Critical Role, except not the Traveller, because that's...
yeah, not the
sorry,
Traveler.
the Stranger, sorry. Is it the Stranger or the Traveller? I can't
The
remember which.
Traveller?
That Matt Mercer made.
Yeah.
But Pelor, Cord, Melora, Avandra, Arathis, Ayun, all of that
Sahani.
lot. They're all there. Sahani,
I think the one that because there was a Pathfinder god that they carried over that is
Saren Ray, yeah. I don't
Saren
have
Ray's
Saren-
not.
Yeah, I
no.
don't have Saren Ray, yeah.
No.
I have Corellan, though.
Yeah.
So, as Hermit
Let's
gets
talk.
changed into a
Raven
Raven
Queen,
Queen
nice.
cleric.
Nice.
We're going to take a 10-minute break. We're going to charge up our coffees, get a little something to eat, get up and massage life into our gamer buttocks. And we will see you in 10 minutes time.
Yep.
See you soon.
See ya.
See. Oh, me.
Yep,
Yes.
that's you.
Yes, me.
welcome back. Thank you very much for that break. Hope that you are refreshed, that the blood is now flowing through your legs again, and you are ready for the next part. So in front of you guys, now that the skags have started looting as they go, Hermit now is dressed resplendent in a set of, as he has set it, female cleric robes of the Raven Queen. These flowing grey garments embroidered with blackwork and of blackwork ravens on the shoulders, and a hood. Sconfuse has basically a pocket holographic gig, and Mr. Evil has a Lucky Cannonier's token. In front of you lot, there is a substantial looking door that's braced with metal. The first that you've seen. The others have been not so substantial. What would you like to do?
Right, and I'm gonna listen. Yeah, again, listen at the door.
There seems to be a distant furore. You have a feeling that is in the direction of the front door.
Okay.
Other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything super nearby on this door.
Okay, then that's not the door we want, though. We want the one they're going.
We're the one going right.
You were told left then, right?
Yeah. So
We've
left first.
already just gone.
We've
You've
gone
gone
left,
left.
so we want to go right.
And this is the only door.
Oh.
Oh, so maybe there's a.
Let's
a
make
right.
a door. No.
You said on the
Sure.
other side of this door we can hear the front door. Or people-
Distantly, you can.
Okay.
Okay,
How-
so there's
how
probably
distant?
another hallway
Oh,
first.
fairly distant, down a hallway, certainly.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Let's
if there's a door
be
that
very
goes
quiet.
off the right from here, then that's where we should follow.
I mean, once you get out of this door, there may be a way of turning right.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
Okay,
this
well,
just
should we-
straight ahead, this door,
Should we
Simon?
try
This door's
opening
straight
it
ahead.
as
Yes.
quietly as we can?
Yeah.
Is it alarmed?
Oh, yes. Let's check for traps.
Yeah.
Sure. Someone give me an investigation check. Someone else give me an arcana check.
Someone with good intelligence.
I should do
I
neither
c-
of those things.
I can do
I am
investigation.
not intelligent, I'm wise.
Yes.
I can do investigation.
You can do
Go for it, John.
investigation, I can do arcana.
Lovely. That is.
What is
Ooh, that's good. That is.
I-
17.
How long does
With a 17, your investigation means that you can see that this door is made to bar people on the outside from getting in. From this side, opening it is very easy. It is not trapped in any way. It's braced from impact from the other side.
Yes. 12 on my arcana check.
Your arcana check, you do not believe that there is any form of arcane work being done on this door.
Okay, if I confirm with Alphonse
And
that
thank you,
it's...
Mr. Ehol.
I confirm... Oh,
One of you has a reroll.
Nice.
You want to reroll, Karen?
No, I'm relatively fine with this.
Okay.
Let's
So
just
the-
open the door.
The
Sometimes
door
it-
seems fine. It looks like it's barred from the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's barred from impact from the other side, so the bar is this
impact.
side. Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the good
Basically-
side.
It's
Yeah.
protected from people coming from the
Yeah.
other side to this side.
It should be easy for
Sometimes-
us to open the door.
Sometimes
Is
it's
it
good
unlocked?
to keep your mediocre rolls. But yes, let's open the door quietly.
Yeah. Is it locked? Can we just push it open?
Yeah, from this side, even if it was locked, there's a small latch that would open it, even if it was.
Do we want to put a little bit of oil on the hinges?
Oh yes, maybe. Yeah.
Just to keep it quiet.
Yeah. Sconfuse, can we borrow some of your
Flammable oil.
oil?
This would take such a small amount of oil that it doesn't even make a dent on the keg.
Reserve.
Yeah. I'm going to say Dalville does it, and with your dwarven background, you can do it very easy. You pour some on, give it a little bit of wiggle, and then it glides open. In front of you is effectively a T-section, so as you're coming up here, there's a corridor going left to right. From the left, you can hear a furore, you can hear, and this is why you are servants! Can't even stay at your post! How difficult is it to stay in a kitchen? I'm sure it was just some of the pipes or something like that. They can't get in. This entire facility is several feet thick in every direction. If they had started making some form of dent, we would have seen it by now. No, back to your posts. This is your post now. You will serve me. Everyone, pick up a spear. You can stand behind these lovely gentlemen with their cudgels, and if anyone gets the better of them, stab them, please. And I will say the same thing to them, to you that I said to them. If I see any of you, following the example of that traitor Jeff, the last thing you'll see is a fireball.
Jeff's this like mutinous villain running around elsewhere now.
I don't think we want to attack them, Hermit, because they are looking at the front door. No one knows where we're going, so
We definitely
we'll
want to
just
go the
leave
other
them.
way.
How far away is the front door now? Is it close?
The front door is still out of your range, actually.
Damn it.
Because it's kind of down. It's
Right.
down the left-hand part of the corridor,
Figured.
and then kind of there's a little courtyard.
You can distance
that
spell
Magrat
it.
told you about.
I know I
Uh,
can distance spell, but it's
But you
such a waste.
can go to the right. No
Oh,
problem
hi,
at all.
Snipe!
Yeah.
And sure enough, hey Snipe.
Oh,
And sure enough, to the right, well, actually to the left and the right, this corridor is covered in stone. In fact, you can even see a couple of droplets of blood.
is there what's the lighting situation in these corridors?
Well lit by magical light.
Magical light. Okay.
Good.
Right, so we shall sneak. Wait,
Some of
did
the
the
like the
voices
hermit
come
wants to
from the
attack them
left
because
or
they're
the
smack
right?
talking Jeff. Jeff, we're
This
like
one's
that.
very
I mean,
protective.
he ran straight past me. We're like that, man.
So did you say it was a stone floor with droplets
I love
of blood?
I love that the chat is calling Snipe Umo. Like, yes, because Snipe is like, I didn't get Snipe's username at first, but I think it's supposed to be like upside down
Snipe upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or depending which way you read it. If you read it upside down but backwards, it's down upside snipe, but it's snipe upside down.
Yeah.
You can see Dalville in front of you. This is a stone floor that's meant for heavy loads. You can see tracks on it that suggest that some sort of handcart has been used,
Yeah.
or something similar to that. You can see a small spray of dried blood on the floor as well. You're no kind of blood spatter expert, but looking at the spray, it looks like somebody got hit around the face with a cudgel. So basically, they just smashed someone's nose in. Maybe somebody was trying to escape or backjacking or something like that, and the spray of blood is just as they got hit. That's what you see. There's kind of scuff marks of reluctant feet in the dust.
Yeah. If there are carts, tracks, and scuff marks of reluctant feet, I want to follow those to see where they go.
Yeah, so aren't we supposed to go left, right? Left.
This is right.
That is
Right.
going
This is
right.
That's right. Oh, yeah, let's go then.
Coming from left to right. I would like everybody, including the viewers, to make me a stealth check. That's a D20 for Hermit, Scornfuse, and
Can we get the good sneaky?
Sneak, please.
I want to sneak this.
I need the sneak button.
So yes, Mystery Hole, Hermit, and Scorn need to
I
roll.
mean, like, fine, I'll cast Pass Without a
Okay.
Trace on us.
That's an 11 for Mystery Hole. That's a 21 from Scornfuse.
Well, with a
Nice.
plus 10, Simon. Because
Okay, so in that case, it's 21 for Mystery Hole. That's 31 for Scornfuse, and that is a.
Oh my god, Hermit,
Hermit.
11! Oh. Can I give my finesse point to Hermit?
No.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it was for
Oh,
anybody who
Hermit.
needed it.
Yes,
Go on,
so
roll again.
Hermit, have the finesse point and
Thank
re-roll.
you very much for that. Don't roll a one again. I got 11.
22.
Don't worry, Snipe. It's just the away party. I will be getting you to roll things like cannons in a bit. Okay.
Hermit got
That's
it.
better.
Hermit is. You can see just getting accustomed to the robes, and there's like little dangly bits down the side that suddenly hit each other like a chime, and there's a kind of ding, and then kind of you turn around and watch as Hermit is there just tucking these things manically into a fold of the robes. Go for it, Snipe, if you want to do it as well. In fact, fuck it. We can say you came along too. You're just very quiet up until now. Well, you caught up with them. With a 12, that's +4 because that is the skill check for all skags. That's 16 plus 10 is 26. So, thanks to Pass Without a Trace. You guys are going down here, and there's
my result was, by the way, because you haven't asked.
I doubt any of you have got -1. I think the skags themselves have already tipped over the 50-50 balance. But
Yes, I got a. No, it's a high result, so it's
You said Keely Horn sent
32.
to us as
32.
Well, so.
Yeah.
We can have you in, Snipe. Pretty much everybody is assaulting this place at the moment. Danny, what did you get?
I got 11 plus 10 for the Pass Without a Trace, so 21.
Nice. Jordan?
Yeah, I rolled 16 plus the 10, so 26.
Okay, and Felicia?
22.
Absolutely. So you guys stop and press yourself against the wall dramatically in this very heavily lit corridor as a mage runs past with an armful of books, a couple of red potions at his hip, and
Can we sneak?
And in his right hand a large blue potion as he runs across the corridor into the next one and closes the door behind him.
Can we jump him? No, he's past now.
Pickpocket him as he's running by.
If one of you wants to try and pickpocket him, I will absolutely allow it.
Not me though, I'm talking about Corin. Sure, should be able to do it, right?
You're both sorcerers.
Hell, give us a Scornfuse.
I would let Scornfuse do it. He's probably better than me with like his my sleight of hand is only +2. I think that the skags have better. Like I think Scornfuse
Hermit has
definitely
brought a finesse point into play as well. So
Let's go and use it. Let him do it.
Yeah,
Let's go and
Scornfuse, pickpocket. Storm.
Scorm, you've been allocated as the pickpocket. Tell me if you're going to try and get a red potion, a blue potion, or one of the books, and then roll me a d20.
Yes.
That's assuming Scorm is about it. It hasn't talked in like 20 lines.
Oh.
But yes, if you are still about Scorm, go for it. Give me a d20.
Yes.
Blue potion.
Oh, then.
Oh no!
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20.
Do it.
This is gonna be.
Oh,
great.
okay, that's good. That's
15
good.
plus
Pretty
4.
good.
Okay, so the mage has
What's his passive perception? Because he wouldn't be
a
looking.
passive perception. I know, I'm just doing it now. It has a passive perception of 13. So as you go up, you just give me another d20 roll as you put this dirt on his back.
This is gonna be so weird.
Oh dear.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. Let's go.
You have a finesse point.
Oh, right, yeah, you have to do. Oh,
Use the finesse point. Use
Use the
finesse.
point. Wait
Use
5
the-
seconds and type it again.
Also do another beep. That's it. Yep, beep, beep.
Oh yeah, beep, yeah. Don't forget to beep and boop.
That's it. Very smart.
It just got interesting.
Wait a minute. So he rolled well to steal a thing, but badly to rub dirt on his back.
So maybe he
you
didn't
what?
manage to rub the dirt on.
Ninja, like a ninja. This little blue kobold kind of does this commando roll behind the mage, goes and just lifts this big, ornate, blue, slightly glowing potion that looks really, really expensive. And then goes, oh? So the mage doesn't actually feel the dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sleight of hand check was the thing that was passed. The second one was a luck check, and I just did high to low. So
he got a natural 20.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, the when I was there, I was like, yeah, you roll it, re-roll it if you want. I was just there thinking, which way is this gonna go? Because that's pretty fucking high. He rolls high, and I go, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And then it was done. So that was luck check, and low was better. Yeah, with a natural 1, you just watch as he goes like that, and the mage carries on running as a turtle wearing a fez.
He's gonna run into the room. Hey guys! I've just seen this thing, and then everyone's gonna go, "What the hell?" Nice.
That's our distraction done.
Yes, Hermit. That was Simon. He didn't say it was a luck roll. So
Yes, the luck roll was this mage who's got a load of books kind of up on his face. Does he recognize that his hand is now a turtle? Because he's just kind of rushing ahead. That was what I said to Scoundrels in private, by the way, is I said you can smear this dirt on other people as well, and they will take the disguise instead. That was my quality time in Scoundrels.
That is brilliant.
So luck rolls are a thing that many DMs do, but the way that I do them so that they can't be fudged is sometimes it's odd even, sometimes it's got a DC, sometimes it's high to low.
hello, Raylor.
Good nobbin, Raylor, and welcome to the crew. We have a just welcome aboard. Or is somebody doing that already?
Oh my god. So this blue potion then that Scoundrels is handing to us.
Scoundrels, what are you doing with the blue potion? Oh yeah, you're offering it to the officers. So yeah.
Okay. I pick it up.
Well
Do I
done,
recognize this
You
thing?
recognize it. Yeah. You feel that this potion, if it was drunk entirely, could, in any combination, restore up to 3 spell slots.
I thought
Back
it was
to level 3, a level 2 and a level 1, or 3 level 1s.
Yes, this Scorn Fuse is worth about 30,000 gold. So well done.
Well done.
Yeah, you've just given about 30,000 worth of mage supplies. It was the most expensive thing on the mage.
Yes.
I shall bake you whatever cake you want when we get back to ship. Now let's fuck this place up.
In front of you is an incredibly large set of double doors. This set of double doors, unlike the others that you saw that were trying to keep people out, this is quickly trying to keep people in.
Okay. Right.
In front of you is... it doesn't look like it's opened very often, and has a large mechanism on the front. The mechanism itself as well doesn't seem to have any keyholes or anything like that. It's either unlocked by magic, or it's unlocked from the inside. I would like anybody who would like to do any mechanical checks, investigation checks, thieves' tools checks, anything that you think might be related to it, to check out this door. Yep. Okay. Go for the investigation.
It is 17.
With a 17, you can tell that this has both mechanical and magical parts to it. The mechanical parts are basically just to give it the strength of the big brass lock in the middle, which you have a feeling has several places where it locks. You wouldn't be at all surprised if these doors locked into the floor and the ceiling as well.
Ah, okay. So these are tough doors.
Yes.
I think I rolled 11.
Did the guy
both
that got turned
investigations.
into the turtle just go through it?
No, he went through a side door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just went. He didn't go through this door. He just went into a door that's going up into the residential areas. He was taking supplies to the mages who were up on the roof, basically.
Okay. I think if we waited for someone to go through it and then jump them, we might be waiting quite a long time. So that might not be an option.
You said it was to stop people from going in that door, right? So they'll have to be
Coming
in
out.
that side, coming out.
They have to be inside coming out. That's what it's protected from.
Right.
Should we
But
knock?
strangely, there's no lock on this side of the door either.
Should we just knock?
No. Let's knock on the door.
Yeah.
You knock on the door. There's a muffled.
Bless you. I'm going to knock again.
I think that might be asking for a password.
It tries to communicate with the sound.
I'm going to wait 30 seconds. I'm going to knock again. Penny. Penny. Penny.
Let me in!
And then suddenly a message, clear as a bell, hits. Actually, I'm going to do a D8 rather than a D4.
Oh no, because it includes everybody
could be
else.
anyone.
3, you're okay. Hits Danny actually, as chance would have it. A message goes, "What the fuck is going on out there?"
We need to, and I'll try and sound like a Rizali as much as I possibly can.
Service.
We need to take the experiments out, and we need to take them up. It's essential we get in now. We need to move them.
Okay,
Fucking
give me a deception check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Yes.
Danny, you can do
I
this.
have that.
Does that mean is that advantage?
That's a D4.
No,
D4
it's a
on top of the
D4.
result.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to use it.
My D4 was a 1. My 20 was a 4. I have a +1.
I think you may have a fitness point, because I know we have...
We have one that hasn't been used.
Yeah.
That to anyone, or is that to someone specific?
No, you don't. Felicia has one.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah, I think some. I think
yeah.
someone's been given.
Norm
two
used the
specific
last
people.
one,
think
so
some
no.
were
No,
given.
you don't.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What's his passive insight? It's above
This
10.
guy goes. It's
Give me
more
a
than
buff
6.
Yeah.
He casts quite clearly the message spell again and goes, "Who are you?"
New removal staff, slaves, been sent through. I just get told what to do. Heavy lifter. I got told you need to do some heavy lifting. Need to bring things up. It's essential. There's cannonballs coming through the top. There's people storming the front.
Indeed.
We've only got seconds. Maybe
Seconds, you say.
Maybe minutes.
Ah. Let me speak to your.
Can I do?
Well,
a
even
forward-
better, get your handler to
I
message
do-
me.
Okay.
Okay, well, I can do it.
I want to do thaumaturgy to make the sounds of cannonballs hitting around and on the building, just to give the illusion of being under attack more.
Noted. That's the help action. So,
Yes.
Does anybody have the message?
I do.
Mhm.
Then go ahead.
Yeah. Handler here. What is this fucking weight?
Identify yourself, brother.
Jeff.
Jeff. No, Jeff is a god. I won't identify myself Jeff. Did I manage to think the name of the guy I was speaking to earlier to, Simon?
What was the name of the guy at the party?
Oh no, he's too high up.
He's too high up, but the guy that I was speaking to earlier.
No, I don't think you asked his name.
We didn't get a name.
Yeah, and he would never think his own name. He doesn't need it.
We don't ask for names.
I know that if Nick was watching now, he'd be like, "Do this," because he and I have talked about things that you learn through D&D, situations that you can get out of, and one of them is if you don't have a name.
Excuse me, do you not know who I am?
Yeah, excuse me, do you not know who I am?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking your name.
Got him.
I am...
Well, continue. Being a proper sorcerer asshole. What have I taught you by playing Glory for years?
I was about to say, Glory would be in this, like, fucking that.
Corinne is really bad.
Corinne. I'm not the charisma bunny.
I have a silver bullet right here. Being asked. She can't even fake it.
I am so bad at this, I apologize.
It's fine.
I love you, but you can't even fake being mean. It's ridiculous.
No, I can't. I really can't.
Then go to the other side and say, please let me in.
Please let me in.
You say it's on his head if he doesn't let us do.
Yeah,
I
she
will
can't,
make
she
a
can't do
sound
the
of
tabaxi meow this time.
Simon, can I I will whisper to the skags to run up and down the corridor to create the sound, and then I will be like, "Oh, excuse me, what's the wait? We need to hurry up, but they're breaking through. What's going on here?"
Also, Herbert just gave me a bit of a lifeline, going, "It's very insulting having to give my name to someone so low rank. Just open the fucking door."
Give me a deception check with advantage.
I don't...
Jordan gave the help.
Oh yeah, I did that one.
And I will allow the guidance action.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, the thaumaturgy can happen at the same time. I mean, it's quite clear what's fucking going on now, so you're kind of like...
Ooh.
Yes.
And I believe thaumaturgy is like prestidigitation in that you can maintain it.
Yes.
And as long as what would have happened is that animals would have happened and they would have disappeared because guidance is concentration. So it would have done that.
But they did its job of what it was trying to do, of making noise.
26.
26. You hear him say, "One so low, one so... I don't see you in here with the experiments. Yes, I may be guarding the door. I may be guarding the door. I may not have a bedroom up there with you uppity fucking scholars. Every part the mage that you are. Now what the fuck is happening out there? It feels like someone's coming through the damned wall here."
That was true.
We don't know who they are, but they are very damn fucking persistent.
Then you, my friend, should be up there raining hell upon them.
I've been asked
What do they need the experiments for anyway? These ones are only half grown. We haven't even got to processing the others.
Well, as you said, they might be going through the walls. We need to check they haven't been stolen.
You think that they've been stolen on my watch? You know the doctor is down here at the moment and very, very annoyed. You know how he doesn't like having his concentration broken.
You need
Yes.
something to get in the way, to slow the people down.
They've ordered me down here to help out if anything happens.
Then go help out. Why do you need the runts?
Because they're needed for materials.
The doctor will not be pleased.
Well, that's their fucking problem.
So blasé. You haven't seen the things he can do. Fine.
Come
Come and
on,
get
Joe, I'm
them.
getting paid by the hour here.
You're not getting paid, you're a slave.
Shut up.
Good
I'm
point.
getting paid by the hour here. It
Good
pays
point.
nothing, but I'm getting paid by the hour. It's measured by the hour.
Are we gonna just barge through then as soon
There's
as
a
it
sudden-
starts?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a sudden click.
Darkness.
Clink, 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 clink. And you hear shunk, shunk, shunk. The door just opens ajar and he says, hurry up, we need to keep this door closed. And this mage is just there in front of you going, I would like you all to roll initiative.
I was going to say, I'm going to shove a javelin through.
It's an 8. An 8 from me.
He was already guarded. It's there's no surprise attack on him.
Well,
18.
question.
Nice.
Okay, I'll roll initiative, but then I want to cast hold person. So that's a 22 for initiative.
Wow.
I just
Two,
rolled my
18.
20 for the day. We are lost.
19.
Okay, so-
Wasted on initiative.
We won't need another one.
Okay, Corinne,
19.
Danny, Jordan. What did you get?
8. So very last.
It's a
Again.
very small gap.
Okay,
you know,
he's
there's got to
got-
be a queue.
Let's see. He has got plus
I don't
5
think that'd be
initiative.
useful here anyway.
So D20 and add a plus 5 to this. So he's in on 13. So he
You have
goes-
fallen for a ruse. It was devious deception.
It was very-
Scorm, it doesn't
very
help
devious.
if you announce it.
Okay.
It's the
so-
Scoundrels Inquisition. No one expects the Scoundrels.
No one expects the Scoundrels Inquisition.
Oh my
Brilliant.
God,
Points for
Simon, we need
knowing-
to fit that in the lore somewhere.
Well, there is a Scouring Inquisition. We've met an Inquisitor already.
True.
In fact, you've watched an Inquisition execution happen, where they melted a
Yes.
guy who was made of metal.
Yes, which Eclipse did not like.
didn't
And
like
that's
that.
why
Um,
she thinks that Hope is the biggest bitch there is.
She
So-
really doesn't like my cousin.
There is a
It's
drow
so sad.
mage who is in the process of casting a spell. I would like Felicia, what are you doing?
Hold person?
Okay. So what saving throw? That's wisdom, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. Okay. So his wisdom saving throw, he gets advantage.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And with his wisdom, he just gets a +4.
You're gonna be good at this.
So
yeah,
12 plus
he's,
4 is
he's
16.
passed. He's passed.
Yeah, my saving throw is 15.
Yeah.
Spell DC. Sadness.
He's already passed, but
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already passed. Yeah, so,
14.
well, yeah, he passed
18.
more. He's got an 18 on there. As you throw the magic, he just shrugs it off. These Rosali, every time you've used magic against them, they seem to have had advantage.
Yeah.
It is a trait of the Rosali, and that is magical duelist. They expect magical attacks.
Yeah.
So that's your action, Felicia. Do you have a bonus action?
Not really. I was gonna like throw that quickly because I imagine I'm not in the front, so
Mhm.
you know, just
Okay.
like let the others do their thing.
Corinne, what would you like to do? And Felicia, make sure you knock off that spell.
Oh yeah, I have.
I'm right at the front. He's right there.
Yeah, you can just take a single step forward and you'll be
Yeah.
engaged.
I assume we still have a spare noose, don't we?
Spare noose?
have ropes or something.
I would say you probably have a shackle, not shackle, a Gallman noose. Yeah.
Yeah. I will step forward and just put noose over his.
That's one way to execute someone.
Yeah, it's like
Okay. In order to put the noose over his head, you have to succeed on a grapple check first. And then once he's grappled, then you can put it over the neck.
That's what we did the last time.
So, yeah, Corinne, if you would like to do a grapple check, please. And this guy here...
Could
he's gonna
I
go...
kind of coordinate it? Because we need one action to put it over and one action to grapple. Could I, because I'm holding noose, can I kind of coordinate with Daggle and be like holding the action to put it on him while just Daggle...
Yeah, you can hold the noose and say, Daggle, get him.
Yeah, Daggle, get him.
Yeah. That's how it's roleplayed. You just you go, I hold the noose and say, Daggle, get him.
Yeah.
And then Daggle knows to
Get him.
to grapple him.
To actually get him.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dalgal, you had a suggestion, a serving
I
suggestion.
will get him.
Sure.
Get him.
To get him. I will rage. Firstly.
Why
So
wouldn't you rage?
it's been a while
always
since we've
time to-
grappled anybody. The first one is an attack, isn't it?
No,
Because
it's
Is it-
it's
or
an
is it versus
athletics
right
check
stuff?
versus his athletics or his
okay, that's
acrobatics.
So I don't have to hit first.
Isn't it strength versus that?
Yeah, so yes, it's his athletics, which is strength.
Yeah.
So it's no hit, it's just strength. So it's strength athletics versus his acrobatics or his athletics.
So this guy's acrobatics, because he's got fuck all in terms
He's
of
a
athletics.
mage.
His acrobatics is +2, so he gets a
9.
11.
Okay, I have +7 on athletics, but I only rolled a 7, so it's 14.
But you-
14.
you
It's
do
not your
higher.
finest moment. He kind of wriggles around a bit, but then yeah,
It's
you
stuck in the door.
Yeah, and as this goes, my held auction goes off and noose over his
and
head.
you put the noose over his head. So yeah, he's there. He's got this noose over his head. And what do you say?
Galluman. There, I need to say a rhyme, don't I? So it's
He prefers a rhyme.
yeah. Galluman. This is wicked souls awry. Galluman. Is there any chance for a trial?
Should we let
It's stuttering. It's certainly not the best that's ever been offered to the spirit. But the Galliman starts to tighten the noose around his neck, which is an attack on my behalf. So that's a 7, and so that's the noose tightens but doesn't do any damage at this point. But it is around his neck and is irretrievable. It's if you were to go up now and to try to undo it, it would require basically Dalgal's strength to undo this knot. You can see the other end is being pulled by a ghostly force.
Cool.
Alphonse, anything you'd like to add to this?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Actually, it's the mage's turn. The mage
Yeah, him,
is
then-
going to
then Dalgal.
ineffectually
Dalgal.
try to escape Dalgal. 16. Oh, that's an 18 on his roll.
Yeah, so you need to roll
Oh.
against him.
I think he gets out. It's, 14 again.
Sure. In that case, he gets out of Dalgal's grasp out
Do
of
I get-
sheer will to live.
So do I get advantage on this?
Yes, because
God,
you're
raging.
you get
Oh
advantage on
yeah, you
strength
were
checks.
already hold.
Because you're raging, don't you get
Yeah.
advantage
No,
on strength
even
checks?
worse. Even worse. 10.
I didn't realize you were raging by now. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he said
I
he was
was, I did
raging.
say.
He said that
Yeah,
when
straight
we
Yeah,
away.
started.
and yes, you get advantage on grapple checks. Barbarian's grappling can be pretty brutal.
Not this time.
Hermit, you can see that the noose is tightening around it. You have a feeling this guy's going to be strangled to death by it.
But he used his
So,
entire action on
Scoundrels,
this.
give me a d20 for a perception check. Alphonse, what are you doing?
Throwing my sleep bomb.
Well done.
Oh,
Wait a
Okay.
second.
So
I had one of those.
Scorpius, you're pretty sure there's a coin on the floor, and you're scrabbling through the dirt to find it. In that case, you throw the sleep bomb as this guy walks back, and I need to make a check.
Yes.
It hits him. He
Down it
hits the
goes.
deck, and that means that the next Galliman attack is going to be a critical.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let the
Got him.
Gallman.
Yeah,
Kill the
just
guy.
get rid of that. Bless you.
Are you guys all just passing your turn and letting the noose do the job?
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
move on our turn.
Yeah, we
Because
just
there's
move
no
on.
need to still keep being there.
Yeah. Just,
I
Without-
do want to go.
well,
I do want to go through his pockets and see if there's a key.
yes.
Just to get out again.
Yeah,
You
grab
can see
anything
that
off
there
him.
is what seems to be a two things. There's a wand, and there's a rod. Two arcane focuses. Other than that, he seems to have. You can see that there's a chair that's been knocked over, like a small chair. He's got like a Dirty Mills and Boone novel on him,
love
and
that.
what seems to be some sort of dried fruit stuff that he's just been snacking on.
Throw that to Scornfuse. You did well.
What, the dirty book or the dried fruit?
Are they
The
still
dried
playing
fruit.
Cragman? Has anyone guessed? Oh, yeah.
About 6 seconds later, the mage's eyes shoot open, but they shoot open at the reaction of his neck that is completely relaxed because he's sleeping. No longer is his muscles in his neck resisting this, and the Galman just pulls one big tug, and he starts going into what is the equivalent of death saving throws. You do notice that he, in a bid to get out, actually points at his own neck, and you see this little bead of light appear on the tip of his finger as he goes to try to use firebolt on the thing at his neck. The firebolt does nothing to the rope, but you know that it would have burnt that rope to a cinder a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
And he spends the rest of his life, all 12 seconds of it, scrabbling frantically at the news.
Your vengeance is being paid.
Yes.
That's the last thing he hears and sees. He falls to the floor. Dalgal. The wand just looks like everything else. It looks like a wandy wand. The rod in particular looks almost purpose-built, almost mechanical.
Be a key.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will, unless anybody wants to have a look at this, I'll put it in my belt.
Great.
And hand...
I can take the wand since
Yeah.
you don't know how to use them
I definitely
anyways.
don't use wands. Wouldn't want to. anyway. You don't want to.
Scornfuse. Take bad karma.
Drowsy.
Take bad karma. That was terrible.
God.
That was terrible.
I love it.
Oh yeah, you've got a huge appreciation from Felicia. She loves that. But the rest of us feel pain.
Oh dear.
Specifically, Corinne feels immense pain at puns.
She hates puns.
It is absolutely hilarious.
Felicia, give me an arcane check, please.
Yes.
Who
No, that
balls
is not my
hard from the
specialty,
full of
but I
puns.
shall try. Okay, you rolled a natural 20 earlier. Can you do that again, please?
Nope.
No, but a 15 plus 2 is a 17.
17, yeah. Thankfully, this is not an uncommon item. It's fairly common. You have got a wand of magic missiles.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
actually useful.
This seems to be, I guess, it's the arcane equivalent of a bog standard pistol. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Just trying to get the details for you.
When you find a wand, do you know how many charges it has, or you just kind of figure that out as you go along?
You kind of figure it out, yeah. So it says here, while holding it, you can use an action to expend one or more charges to cast the magic missile spell. For one charge, you cast
Thank
the
you,
first level
Hermit.
version of the spell. you can increase the spell slot level for each additional charge that you expend. Unfortunately, you don't know how many charges are there. Bear in mind that this guy sat here eating fruity snacks and reading a dirty novel. You're feeling that it might be full. You can hear a set of whooping and guttural noises ahead of you and the smell of feces.
Love.
I suppose we are gonna have to give this doctor his own checkup.
Yeah.
Also, once the guy has been strangled by the noose, I will retrieve the noose.
Sure. It goes on into darkness. You have a feeling that the mages would go along with their own light source.
Yeah, most of us can see in darkness.
Ahead of you, it is pitch black. There's one magical light in the doorway. The air here is just by the door is actually very nice, very temperate. But you go maybe 20 foot down the corridor, and suddenly it gets colder and colder.
Can we close that door behind us and bar it with anything?
Oh
that's
yeah,
in the room,
Scorm
like
said
the
he did
chair?
it.
Yeah,
Oh, you did it? Okay.
You can close the door. It won't be barred, but it looks closed.
Okay.
That's all we need.
Yeah, that's fine.
Big old door as well. You have a feeling that maybe he was using some sort of force spell to open it. There are a few of them kind of like pull it.
Okay.
Dal will probably have no problem with one of the doors.
Definitely.
The air gets cold, and darkness is ahead of you with
Yeah, he says.
strange animalistic noises.
Do we have a light spell?
I have dancing lights if you need it. Yeah.
It's getting dark.
I mean, I can see. You can just hold on to us.
I know, but can we see in detail? Like, you can't see in detail though, right?
I can, because I have enhanced dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a shadow sorcerer.
How far ahead of you can you send dancing lights?
I can.
It's
I
quite
can.
far, isn't it?
Yeah, I can dancing light specifically.
Or do they stick to a target?
I can send 120 foot.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You watch as Scormfuse is shimmying because they can't shiver. Cold blood.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh,
We have to get.
Hermit gave Scormfuse the maid outfit as a blanket.
Well, they have a priestess outfit now.
Yes.
As
This
was
is
discussed during the
adorable.
break, it's the priestess outfit, not
Oh,
the
how we're
priest.
doing with the frames? We seem to be dropping a few frames. Tell me if things.
It's okay.
It looks fine to me.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm watching the bit right at the moment. So yeah, it drops momentarily.
Yes, I'm mostly looking at OBS because we're currently dropping like 100 frames a second suddenly, so that's why I'm.
Yeah, it dropped a little bit. I can see Twitch from here. So, but we'll carry on unless somebody said that it's too much.
Yes.
So-
What I was gonna say is that we need to we need to have Scormblood in Scormfuse in the sun, and then also to make sure he gets his UVB and make sure that he heats up during the day.
Yeah.
It has a heat
Yeah.
pad.
Yeah, heat pad for Scormfuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ahead of you is
I'm happy to go first.
noises and darkness, but Corinne has reminded me that she's a shadow sorcerer who can see, what was it, 120 foot in
120
darkness.
foot. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see as the corridor goes on, Corinne, to the left and right seems to be flanking bars, like a jail or maybe a zoo.
Right.
So like
So
cages.
this is where the villagers went
Built
when
into
they
the walls.
disappeared.
What do your eyes see? What do
A
you
lot of
see?
cages.
Cages. Yeah.
What's-
Once we go past one of these cages, I want to look into this cage, see what's in there.
Yeah, same.
The first cage that you get to, in the back of it, shivering, is a humanoid creature with an insect-like head, large pair of mandibles coming out of a mouth that strangely still has a lower lip. One of the eyes is quite large, goes over the side of the head, compound eye. The other one seems to be like a teardrop shape, slightly compounded, but seems to be kind of almost coming down the side of the face. The fingers are fused on the hands with strange twisted claws coming out of it. And it's just clacking away in darkness. It seems to be shivering, and it's pushing around a piece of filth on the floor to investigate it, see if there's anything in there. If you watch for a bit longer, it will go back and poke the same piece of filth.
Sharon, do you see any of them that look approachable?
Give me a perception
We
check.
can do that afterwards. We need to take care of whoever is down here first.
Perception.
Just see if we
9.
can speak to anything quick. Okay.
With a 9, there's just a flood of the senses. The darkness doesn't pose an issue to you, which is why you didn't get any downsides. But you can see that now that you're talking, and you seem to not be the mages, and you haven't set any lights. You can see that there's a mixture of these creatures who are running either to the back of their cages or coming forward to the cages and kind of gesturing, slashing into the dark. You have a feeling that a lot of them don't have the same night vision that you do.
Huh.
Anyone still have
So,
their
are they
senses
bit-
about you? I whisper into the cages. I say to the cages, anyone here still have their senses about them?
You are answered back by a cacophony of bestial sounds. Everything from hoots to growls, snarls, roars, a clacking of mandibles, even
at
a
least.
low-level buzzing. It's almost maddening.
If they can understand us, we can't understand them.
We can do like we did with Dave and Racer later.
Yeah, I will try and I can look on their thoughts later, but right now we need to get to that doctor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Time for vengeance.
Just
These guys need it too.
Time for vengeance. Yeah, let's crack on down the corridor.
just don't let go of my hand. I wanna
Yes,
be
I'm
left here.
holding your hand. So you
Who
know.
enters my domain speaks my name in vain. Seems to be coming from the walls.
From the walls.
Do we recognize the voice? Or does Alphonse recognize the voice?
Nope.
Okay, damn. It wasn't my spooky leader.
Is this the doctor?
Yes, they like to call me that. I consider it an honorific.
What are you?
A visionary. A visionary inspired by dreams. Such dreams. Of being able to shape a new world. The Rosali give me space and resource. I was once of their number, but now have evolved far, far beyond. They give me respect. I am here uninterrupted in my genius. I teach those who are willing to come and learn at my feet. Those above, they understand. They understand. We can build beyond the gods, you know. But first, you have seen my failures. Although I like to think of it that they have failed me They were not creatures of substance. Are you creatures of substance?
No,
No.
we're the ones that get in the way of your progress. And we'll be ending it today.
Such vigor. I think you underestimate yourself. You may be excellent subjects. But first, we must test you, must we not? That is the scientific method. We must. Well, I wouldn't want to describe the goods, but I must be sure that you're worthy. A test. And you can hear the sickening sound of bars rising up.
Oh shit.
Oh. Also, we keep lagging, I see, with the stream.
Yeah, you and Simon are lagging a lot,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
it just
but-
is it just our visuals that are lagging?
No, it's
No, it's the voice.
it's voice. It's
Yeah.
like the stream is just completely just like
Okay,
because we're dropping
okay.
so many frames.
Yeah,
Though-
I can see the bit rate is quite low.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
gonna,
I think it's you guys' internet again.
Yeah, which is
unfortunately.
Happened at
Well,
the
there's only
same
10 minutes
time
to go.
last time.
Yeah, it's this time. Though that what Simon just said is a great cliffhanger.
That is true. It is a
True.
great cliffhanger. Well, it's up to the DM.
There's 12 minutes. There's 12 minutes left, and yeah, I can see that the bit rate is going
Oh,
pretty shit at this point.
yeah.
It's fine.
So
As long as people can hear us.
let's call that there.
Yeah.
Rather than starting combat now, what we can do is talk, and that way, if it does go all weird and fucked up and garbled, then we don't lose anything. So we're going to stop the session there, but you guys are going to be going into it now. I'm actually tempted. The next session was going to be done on Roll20, but I'm actually tempted, seeing as we've stopped here, I'll put this on Roll20 as well.
Ooh.
As you go up against
Okay.
the runts as the door guard, which is now off to meet his god. Put it. So what I'll do is I'll put the runt battle into the thing. How are you guys doing for spell slots? I know that Corinne got a level 2 spell slot back from Scornfuse. But how are the rest of you guys doing? Because you have cast spells.
Let's see here. 3 out of 4 first level, 1 out of 3 second level, 2 out of 3 third level, and 1 out of 1 fourth level.
Alas, I have no spell slots.
So I have been
I
conserving
can
them
cast
pretty
hammer
well.
as many.
I have used 2 first level
Cast Nosebreak.
and 1 second level. I have not used any other spell slots. I've been quite good.
I'm similar. I've used 2 of my 4 first level, 1 of my second, 1 of my third, and that's it.
Okay. You're doing pretty well with the attrition then. I think maybe I've
So
given
up it
my
up a
game
bit.
away.
I
I've
should
given my
add-
game away by doing attrition for too long.
I'm slightly
As
worried
Sod's
about my
Law
hit
would
points.
say, the bitrate has just gone straight back up to full. I did help by getting rid of Discord. Really,
bit of a-
Discord is bloated as fuck these days.
We're still dropping a lot of frames. I can see on the on
It's just
on,
gone back down again.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said
Yeah,
anything.
it's bouncing.
But yeah,
I'm a little worried about
we
my
can
hit
talk
points.
about it off stream, but
Yeah,
I
I
have
was
one
gonna
thought
do something
about
about
how
that.
we could potentially fix this.
Oh, Alphonse!
Oh,
Oh, Alphonse
Second
got
spell
a
slot.
level 2 spell slot from her. then.
Damn.
Nice.
See, I shouldn't have said anything.
Because that is great.
yes,
And-
give
can
the
do
healer
some
more spell
healing.
slots. That's always useful.
You
That's
think
what I was
about
gonna
your
be doing anyway.
hit points, Danny.
Yeah, I'm like, about halfway healthy.
I was about
Oh,
to do
then
some
I'll
fixing of that
slap
anyway.
a cure wounds on you. That's not an issue.
Amazing.
was
But
gonna
that's
do
all
something
I'll allow is
fun.
1 cure wounds because you are just about to enter battle, so you're going into bullet time. It should have been done
Yeah.
before. But I will allow 1.
1 cure wounds. Let's see here. Cure
Do you want
wounds.
me to cast it? Because I can do it a bit better.
That is true. You can do it a little bit better, so you do it.
Can the healer do
Show
healing,
off.
please?
It's like, that's my job.
I have healed an NPC once during this entire time
Yeah.
as the healer.
That's
Yeah,
true. I have done more
wanted
healing
to
than
doll
you,
this up a
and
bit
I
more, I mean,
apologize for it.
I've done some damage to Dalgil, just nowhere near enough, man.
Yeah, is that halving the damage? But yeah, I wanted to try something fun at the start of this fight anyway, with
Sure.
healing.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, that's what we'll come into at that point. We are going to go and raid Kate because Kate's on.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, she's playing Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves was interesting thing. So I put it onto the Discord, but apparently there's been some people who have been really trash at the moment. Just checking that she's on there. Yeah, she is on there. Yeah, there's been some people who've been really trash on Sea of Thieves. I don't think it's enough to not play Sea of Thieves, but apparently the devs just don't want to enforce the "don't be a dick" rule. So Bearded Guys Gaming are currently still playing it, but they are kind of watching. You know, I think that's the thing what everybody's doing at the moment, and kind of seeing if this being outed on Kotaku is going to make them actually pull their finger out and do something. If not, they're going to be losing a lot of people. So, but it's a pity because it is actually a good game. It's just some dicks play it. And, you know, we're not talking about dicks who are just like stealing your stuff and killing you. That's part of the game. That's fine. We're talking like people who are being transphobic and other shit like that as well. So it's like you can sink their ship, you can take all their shit, you can kill them, but just do it to the character, not the fucking player.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go and raid Kate. Thank you everybody for being here and making this wonderful as usual. Thank you to Mr. E-Hole, Scornfuse, Hermit, Snipe, and who have I missed? I don't think I missed anyone. For playing with us today. Our next game is going to be tomorrow, assuming it's not another Cursed Tuesday, where Felicia and Corinne will be coming back with lovely Ed and Rodrigo as we blast off into wild space for Star Wars Legends of the Sprawl. Exactly, Hermit. Exactly. I mean, you can turn around and say, you're a lousy codfish and things like that. That's in theme, but don't insult the character, not the player. So yeah. What can I say? But we're going to go over and do some lovely Sea of Thieves with the lovely Kate. I'm sure Seekian is crewmate on there as well. And we're going to see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time for Star Wars. So good night, everybody, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Time to raid.
Rude.
Tell me once we're off.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Kate.